So today's shave, we're gonna go back to pearl shaving and to one that we tried previous, but we had a bit of a problem with it. I'm talking about the slick. I got in contact with them. They said they were gonna do something about it, and they did. They sent me the new version, which I have here. I have the old version here. Now we're gonna unbox it. We're gonna see the differences, and then I'm gonna shave with the new one and see how it feels. So I leave the old one there. Before we prepare our shave, I think we better open and check the differences. So let's open this one first. There we go, with open up. Yeah, one thing I have to say, I always love unboxing pearl shaving stuff because there's always extras there. Now, this time around the stand didn't came with it, and I'm gonna show the difference in the box before I put this here. And you can see this is the old one, which has with stand, and I'm gonna put this back in. This one doesn't say anything. Now, I don't need the stand because I already have the stand from the previous one, which I will never use again because of that problem. So there was no need for a second stand. Now, I love that it always comes with a cloth, cleaning cloth, so if you want to keep it shiny, you can always clean it up. And all the pearl shaving razors that I unboxed, all of them came with that. And the other thing is always comes with a load of blades ready to use. Another difference I noticed on unboxing the new one is that the blades came all wrapped up, so they didn't came loose, which on the previous one they were loose, so sometimes when you open there would be blades all over the place. So that's another good. It's a small detail, but this is the small details that make the difference when you're unboxing something new. Definitely a good touch. Now let's grab the old one and let's see if, without shaving, just by looking at it, if I can see any difference. On the back I already see a few differences. For example, this is not as big on the newer one as it was on the older one. The head there, this is the old one. You guys can see that it's round and then goes down. The newer one has kind of a groove there, which I'm assuming is something to put the blade in on the back. So let's open. Same magnet there as it was on the previous one. I'm gonna open the old one. I feel a difference as well as I'm opening. It feels tighter on the newer one. It feels a bit loose here. Now, we already saw the difference in the caps. You guys can see there side by side. There's a bit of a difference there. Now let's see there on the bottom. Yeah, the newer one has a small little groove there. I'm assuming is to put the blade in, and the older one doesn't. So now let's put back the old one. I'm not gonna shave with it again. As you guys can go and see, the first time I used this one and I didn't enjoy it because the blade was moving up and down. And that's the old version, which I leave there on the stand. The new version, let's load it and then we'll start getting ready for the shave. Yeah, now you can see that small groove there. As I load it, you can see that the blade doesn't move up and down. It just stays in place there. And the magnet helps as well. So it doesn't look like there's gonna be movement now on this one. There you go, ready to use. Now that we have it there loaded and ready, and this time I'm confident that that blade is not gonna move, let's start getting ready for the shave itself. To go with it, today we're gonna use a badger. I haven't used the badger in a long time. I don't have that many badgers, to be honest. I have about 2 or 3, I'm not completely sure. I actually didn't count them. Actually, I'll tell you now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 badgers, that's it. So this one is a Yaqi 24mm knot, and we're gonna put it to soak straight away. Now, I should have actually done that first because badgers take a bit more time to soak in and soften it up, but I didn't. So let's just see what I'm gonna use on this shave. I haven't used this in a long time. The Seagoer. This is a collaboration between Pasteur's Pharmacy and Denton Majik. I love the performance of Denton Majik base, and I remember that I enjoyed this scent a lot. It's an aquatic scent, if I'm not mistaken, which the name should say it. But yeah, Denton Majik is based in Kentwood, Michigan. Is not that big. You don't see it that often, I have to be honest, but I really do enjoy. I have this one, I have another one by him, and both formulas work really, really good. So that's what we're gonna use today. Seagoer, collaboration between Pasteur and Denton Majik. Now, before we open the soap and start our shave, let's wet the face. There we go. Now, let's open the soap. Since it's a small poke there, we're gonna have to scoop it out and put it on the brush and then face lather. So here we go. Now, we have our dollop there. Let's put it on the brush and then start lathering. There we go, lathered up. You guys can see, actually the technique I used wasn't that great. I should have probably spread the soap on the face. So it took me a while to get the soap out of the badger knots there because it was stuck just in the middle. But that's my fault. I should have spread it on the face. It would have been easier and quicker to lather than what happened now. I had to stay there for a long time, just going and going and going until it started forming. And you could see some lumps coming off that I just had to grab again and just keep going. So the technique wasn't great, but the end product, as you guys can see, really, really nice. Look at this. I'm just gonna straighten it out there, but you guys can see, shiny, lovely, lovely leather. I know it performs really, really well. The scent is gorgeous, aquatic, woodsy as well. A lovely, lovely scent, and the leather is great, guys. Look at it, it's great. Now, I think this should be enough. Proper straightened. Let's put this in the back. Now, let's grab the razor and let's shave it. This is the second version of the Sleek by Pearl with a silver, forgot to say, Silvermax half blade, and let's go with the growth. Oh yeah, it's a completely different feeling than the first version. First of all, noise feedback is huge, which I really enjoy that. I'm just gonna clean it up. Yeah, cleans up really fast, not a bother. And the other, you can see the channels there are huge, so lovely. The other thing as well, pretty efficient, but it's like the aggressiveness is the middle there. Is not, it doesn't feel too mild, but it doesn't feel too aggressive either. This is the first few strokes, but the end will give the final conclusion. But you can see the difference straight away. The blade is not moving, and it's, yeah, really nice this way. So let's keep going with our shave. There we go. First pass done. Yeah, it's a huge difference. This one for the second version to the first version. Huge difference. Now, a lot of noise feedback, but it's not aggressive. You know what the blade is doing this time around, which is great. So you know how to position the razor properly. Really nice. Efficiency-wise, it's not the most efficient, but normally single-edge razors are not that efficient unless they're too aggressive. And you rarely can do a one-pass shave with a single edge. At least I haven't been able to find one that you can do that. Maybe in the future, you don't know. But so far, happy out, no complaints, doing the job nicely. So let's go into the second pass now. Get ready for it. There we go. Now let's grab the brush and this lovely leather and let's get ready for the second pass. There you go. Paint it for the second pass. Now I remember why I don't enjoy badgers that much. Because they hog a lot of leather. So, for example, if I want this to be a bit more dense, this is good for the shave, right? But if I want this to be a bit more dense, I'll have to scrub, and I don't like to scrub. Because there's loads here. You guys can see, like, if I do like this, if I agitate, look at the amount of leather that comes off. But if I just want to paint like this, it hogs in the brush, and it doesn't come out, and it just makes this small little layer there, which that's one of the reasons I don't enjoy badger as much. I do prefer to have a soft synthetic that doesn't hog the soap as much, like, you know. Well, we have enough there, and I know that this is very sleek, but I would love to be able to take most of the soap that it's inside, because this soap is great, and it's just being hogged by the brush itself. Even if I do like this, you can see that it's not coming off from the brush, it's just staying there. So, talking too much already, let's put the brush on the back there. Let's go. Now, grab the razor, the sleek second version by Pearl Shaving, which I have to say, it's lovely to see that the company paid attention to what the customers were saying and they improved on it. So really nice of them. And thank you to them as well for sending this, because they're the ones that send this back. Since I had complaints about the first one and I sent it to them, I explained the situation, what was going on, and I actually gave ideas as well. I said my opinions, just just like I told you guys that the blade was moving and I sent him a video, personal video explaining the situation. Yeah, and now they send me the second version, which I'm really happy with. They definitely improved on the first version. So let's keep going. Second pass with the pearl, shaving, the slick, and a Silvermax half blade. Let's go across. There we go. Second pass done. Lovely. Yeah, huge difference. See, this one gives you more confidence to shave. Do a second pass. Take the rest of the stuff off. Yeah, lovely jubbly. And this soap, this performance as well, pretty sleek, leaving the skin great. And this scent is not the most intense scent, but it's here. Now, let's wet the face and then I'll check how much we still have there on the brush, which I know is a lot, but it wasn't coming off. So we're gonna squeeze it out. Let's go. There we go. Let's grab the brush and let's check how much we still have left here. There we go. Lovely jubbly. I love this scent, guys. It's kind of like a 4 or 5 intensity scent, but it's really nice. I know it has citrusy, woods, but we'll read the scent notes in the end anyway, but it's lovely. I definitely would have preferred if I had used the synthetic instead of the badger, because it hogs a lot of the soap. That's one of the things I always felt, that the leather comes completely different when I use a badger knot. There's still a bit there. But yeah, always feels completely different, especially for me that I only face leather. Like if you're bull leather, you have always enough there on the bull. But for face leather, no, definitely. A soft synthetic for me feels much better. And I would have way more leather that is not stuck on the bristles of the brush. So let's go. Let's take this off now. And then we'll go for some witch hazel. There we go. Now let's pet the face. Now that we petted the face, let's grab the witch hazel and tea tree oil by Boots and let's use it. There we go, lovely. Yeah, no feedback, which means I knew what I was doing, which means that the razor was doing what I wanted to do. So no feedback whatsoever. Really nice shave. Yeah, lovely. Now, let's let this dry. I'm gonna wash all my stuff and I see us back for the post-shave and conclusions. See you in a bit. We're back. So, dried up, I washed all my stuff. Now let's go into the post-shave. And we have the rest of the set of the Seagoer by Denton, Majik and Pasteur's Pharmacy. And let's go, let's use this. Oh yeah. Ooh, forgot this has menthol. Ooh, lovely. Fresh. There's the oils there, doing their job. Oh, lovely. No feedback, but the freshness of the menthol here just feels great. Great. Yeah, and the scent, a bit more intense here on the splash, but a lovely scent, which I'm gonna put this in the back. I'm gonna pick up my phone, so give me a second there and we'll read the scent notes. We're back. I have the phone there. Now let's go. I'm already on the site and ready to read. So here we go. Description, top notes are lime, bergamot, melon, green notes, lemon, violet, and caraway. Middle notes are herbal notes, pine tree, ginger, jasmine, pepper, cyclamen, and nutmeg flower. Base notes are ambergris, musk, sandalwood, oak moss, and cedar. So a lot of woodiness there, a lot of green notes as well, which I actually didn't cop onto, but you do feel the lemon, even the melon and the bergamot and the lime and all that, you do feel it. Woodiness is the strongest for me in this scent, and you feel the musk as well. Ambers and all that stuff, you guys know that my nose doesn't pick up that easily. But yeah, a lovely scent, guys. Lovely. Let's put this back. There we go. If you want to read, they're on the Pasteur's Pharmacy site because it's a collaboration with them. So it's made only for Pasteur's Pharmacy by Denton Majik. Now, that was our shave. Let's recap and then I'll talk about the razor. So we used a Yaqi badger. As I say, like one thing I'm gonna say, I like using badgers. It's not that I don't like using badgers, but my favorite way of using badgers is on my head shaves. The reason being, when I go a second time on my head shave, I normally scrub again. And yeah, it's soft, I like it. But when I'm doing face leather, when I'm shaving my face, I don't like to scrub the second time. I like just to paint. And badgers do hog a lot of soap. That has been almost all the time that has happened to me. And that's the only reason I still prefer a good synthetic knot, a good synthetic that imitates badger, but they don't hog the soap. We can say that now. I know in the past synthetics weren't that good, but nowadays they're really good. And you can find a lot of good knots there to shave with. In the past, I understand why people would have preferred this to a boar, because this is definitely, like a badger is definitely softer than the boar. Both of them hog as well, so it's a toss and turn. If you prefer scrubbiness, you would go for a boar. If you preferred a bit more softness, you would go for a badger. But that's my feeling of the badger. It's not that I don't like it, it's just I prefer a good synthetic that doesn't hog the soap as much, because I don't want to scrub on the second pass. If you're bull leathering, that's a different story. Bull leathering be different because you can just squeeze it out in the bowl. It makes everything easier. So that's the brush. I'll leave the razor for the end. We're gonna talk about the set we use. So Seagoer, we used the full set, so the soap and the splash. They're made for the Pasteur's Pharmacy by Denton Majik, this one in particular. So if you want this, you have to go to the Pasteur's Pharmacy. Lovely scent, aquatic, woodsy. I read the scent notes. For me, the woodsiness is the strongest, with the lime and all the citrusy, and that makes it kind of more marine or an aquatic on the background. Lovely. Intensity on the soap is not big. It's about a 4 or 5-ish, around that. Splash then goes up, has menthol, makes your face feel really fresh. And you guys can see that the skin is feeling gorgeous. So performance-wise, great performer. And now the razor, second version of the sleek. Really good improvement. Simple stuff that was made, but made all the difference. Blades come together, so they're not loose on the package. It's a bit smaller around here on the back, which is lovely. You have those grooves there that I was, let's show. You have the grooves there and here on the bottom, which keep the blade in place without going up and down. And that was the biggest problem I had with the first version. All the rest of the stuff is exactly the same, but just these small little details made all the difference. Now, a lot of noise feedback, which I really enjoy. It's not aggressive, it's not mild either, right? But because the blade is in place, you know exactly what you're doing, you know exactly what the razor is doing and the blade is doing. So makes all the difference in the world. You can shave really well with this one now. Really happy. It's great when the companies listen to us, listen to the customers, pay attention, follow, and if they do a mistake, they fix it. And Pearl Shaving definitely did that. They made a mistake, they put something out that wasn't up to par, and now they put the second version. So lovely of their part. That's the way you should do it. If you do a mistake, honor the mistake. Simple. People will love that, customers will enjoy it, and that's how you grab the market as well. This is putting good products outside, and if you do a mistake, fix it. So that was Pearl Shaving, the sleek, second version, completely different. This is a different story compared with the first one. I did enjoy shaving with this one because I knew exactly what I was doing with it. So put this in the bag. That was our shave for today. I'll leave the links below for Pearl Shaving and the Pasteur's as well. I have a few affiliate links down below as well with a few codes if you want discounts from other sites. Just go down to the description and you'll see it. So that's all for me now. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. Really helps the channel. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye. Ciao.